Thursday Night Football returns tonight with the Bengals and the Ravens. Really fun game on Amazon. The rare, fun Thursday night game between good teams. This is exciting. While you're coming in, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and hit that notification button so you can get alerts when our shows go live. In this video, I'm just going to be looking at some FanDuel videos for the Thursday Night Football slate. But when you sign up for the lineup generator, it's $14.95 per week. You can find the link in the description of this video. When you sign up, you're getting FanDuel, you're getting DraftKings, you're getting showdown slates, you're getting main slates. All of that is included in that $14.95 price tag. And every single lineup you get here is going to be a long-term profitable lineup. Every lineup has been run through the sims. Bad lineups thrown out, only good lineups in the lineup generator. It is a great deal. So check it out. $14.95 per week. The link is in the description of this video. All right, we're going to take a look at some FanDuel single game lineups. I'm going to do, what should I do here? I'm going to do all lineups here. So we're going to get a mix of chalky, balanced, and contrarian lineups. I'm still not going to specify a game script. You can do that on showdown slates. You can say both teams going over their total, both teams going under, whatever you want to choose as far as game script. These are your options here. I'm just going to use standard projection, so it's based on the totals that we have. All right, first lineup we have here, we've got Lamar Jackson in the MVP spot with Nelson Aguilar, with Patrick Ricard, and then we have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Don't know how much Patrick Ricard I'm playing tonight. He is coming in at sub 1% ownership. So I guess theoretically, like, he could pay it off with a single touchdown, pay off his $5,000 price tag. Not a lot of people are going to go there. We are leaving $1,000 on the table as well. Deciding if I want to play this. That's my only hesitation. This looks like a great lineup that I would play maybe if I were playing 50 or more lineups. I don't think this is a lineup that I would play if I'm just playing 20, just because I think Patrick Ricard is a little bit thin as a play tonight. But you could convince me to play some Patrick Ricard at sub 1% ownership. On FanDuel, you often find great plays at low ownership. Nelson Aguilar, you see here, is just 8% projected ownership running. I want to say he runs like 50% of routes. I don't have that number immediately in front of me. I was looking at it earlier, but he's out there a good amount for the Ravens. So I really like the Aguilar play. Patrick Ricard, I guess he could score a touchdown, get into the end zone. So leaving $1,000 on the table, I think this is a lineup that I would play, but only for the largest field GPPs. And that's going to be, all of my analysis here is going to be assuming large field GPPs. This one's borderline, but I think I'm going to give it a yes. I would play this one. And I'm nitpicking. Again, every lineup we get here, long-term profitable. This lineup I like significantly better. I love this lineup. We've got Joe Mixon in the MVP spot, Jamar Chase and Trenton Irwin. No T. Higgins tonight, so both of them see a pretty big uptick in usage with T. Higgins out. We've got Gus Edwards in there against a run funnel Bengals defense. We've got Zay Flowers in there as well for the Ravens. We're leaving $2,500 on the table. Projects well. Not going to be duped to town because it's leaving salary on the table. I think this is a really strong lineup for large field GPPs. Again, does it have extremely high likelihood of working out with neither quarterback in it? It's not extremely high, but relative to how many people are going to use this lineup, I think the odds of this one being the winning lineup are higher than most people realize. So I do like this lineup. So there's two. Third lineup. So now we've got Joe Burrow in the MVP spot. Typically, I prefer to have multiple pass catchers if I have Joe Burrow in the MVP spot. Got Jamar Chase in there. We've got Mitchell Wilcox as a secondary tight end here. And then we have Lamar Jackson with Rashad Bateman. So similar, like Mitchell Wilcox at 0.3% ownership. That's about how low the ownership needs to be on a guy like Mitchell Wilcox, who I would call the fourth tight end for the Bengals. That's how low the ownership needs to be for me to have any interest at all here. This one, I think it's only leaving $500 on the table. I mean, it's not going to be super high owned just because it has Mitchell Wilcox in there. So it's another borderline. Yes, we're going to call it, we're going to say both of the borderlines I'm going to call half. I'm going to try to find one more that I do really love here, because this one I think is playable in a large field GPP, but like more often than not, Mitchell Wilcox is going to score a big 0 here for the Bengals. There's just, again, he's my fourth favorite of the Bengals tight end. So it's a little bit thin for me. I'm gonna call it a half yes, only in like a 150 set. So I'm gonna try to find another one that I would play in, if I were only playing 20 lineups for a large field GPP. This one uses a full salary cap. Obviously, all the players look great, but I wouldn't play it because it's using the full salary cap for a large field GPP. Similar here. All right, this one leaving $5,000 on the table. Absolutely love it. This is my favorite lineup that we've seen so far. We've got Lamar Jackson in the MVP spot. Makes a lot of sense. Lamar Jackson going to put up a lot of points. Should put up a lot of points. Can do it on the ground. Can do it through the air. And we've got him paired with a couple of pass catchers in Odell Beckham Jr., and Rashad Bateman. And then we have Joe Burrow with Trenton Irwin. I don't think this lineup is going to be duplicated a ton. We are leaving 5,000 on the table, so that means that any of these players can be upgraded to anybody within 5,000 of their salary. But I don't think we could get to Jamar Chase with any of these three. Like, I don't think any of these three could be upgraded to Jamar Chase. I'm sure there are upgrades you could make to the lineup, but I don't know that there are any that are like so definitely going to happen that this lineup can't work out. So I think this is a really strong large field GPP lineup for FanDuel, leaving 5,000 on the table, using a lot of the best plays on the slate, really low owned Odell Beckham Jr. I think this is a really strong large field GPP lineup. All right, now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to save. We're going to see what our final exposures are. All right, so I think we got to 40 lineups here. Yeah, we got 40 lineups, 72% Lamar Jackson. Makes sense. You're just going to want your highest projected players in a lot of your lineups. Lamar Jackson, one of the highest projected players on the entire slate. Similarly, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, not a surprise to see them at the top. Zay Flowers in 42%, Joe Mixon 38%, Tyler Boyd 30%, Trenton Irwin 25%. Both reminder that T. Higgins is out tonight, so we see boosts to all of the pass catchers there for the Bengals. Then we get a bunch of Ravens in a row. My only qualm with this lineup set is I'm in on Tanner Hudson tonight. I think his role is increasing. I'm going to play a little bit more than this of Tanner Hudson. I didn't look at what his projected ownership is on. Let me go see if I can. Okay, here we go. Tanner Hudson. Okay, we don't have the ownership on this screen apparently. At low ownership, he's projected for about 7% on DraftKings. I would imagine it's pretty similar on FanDuel. I think he's going to go low owned relative to his odds of scoring a touchdown, putting up a score you want. So that's a player that I like. But again, these are all plus EV lineups. Give me Hudson over Mitchell Wilcox here. But again, Wilcox didn't really make it into many lineups either. Looks like a really strong set of lineups. The players we're getting to the most of are the players you're going to want to have the most of. You want your lineups to project well. We got those players in here. And then a mix of, one-off plays that are unlikely to hit, but maybe more likely than what the field is going to play. All right. Hit that like button if you have not already done so, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Again, the link is in the description of this video if you're interested in checking out the lineup generator for yourself. Good luck tonight.